Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Diva and Apron. Hey. This is your girl Kayla, and today I will be showing y'all how to make shrimp and grits. Now shrimp and grits is a major comfort food and I absolutely love it. I can eat it whenever, whether it's breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner. I just love shrimp and grits, okay? So let me go ahead and show you guys what you will need to make this bomb recipe. All right, y'all, so you will need some shrimp. Now I purchased the frozen shrimp in the bag and I just took some out. So this is probably like maybe a half a pound. You will also need some grits, heavy whipping cream, 1 stick of butter and cream cheese, sea salt, Old Bay, roasted garlic, lemon pepper, parsley flakes, cayenne pepper, some garlic, onions. Now I did not feel like crying today, y'all, so I went ahead and purchased the onions that's already diced up. You will need 1 red pepper, 1 green pepper, 1 lemon, some scallions, some fresh parsley, and some bacon. All right, so those are the ingredients. So hopefully y'all took a screenshot or wrote them down or did whatever you had to do because we are about to get started. Let's go ahead and get these grits on. Come on.
Okay guys, so you want to find your best non-stick pot, bring your water to a boil and whisk in your grits just like this. Keep whisking because you don't want your grits to become lumpy. Now for the measurements, follow the instructions on the back. I'm feeding 4, so I went by the measurements according to 4 servings. And be careful with this part, y'all, because y'all know grits start popping and getting all crazy, so be careful. Okay guys, so make sure you keep stirring your grits, and as you start to see them thicken up a little, you want to then go in with your cream cheese, and I added half a stick for now. So once you add your cream cheese, you want to kind of push it on down in there and stir it up so your cream cheese can melt into the grits. Now I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of margarine, but you guys can use butter as well. Either one is fine. Now you want to go ahead and just mix it in into the grits. Now I'm adding in some heavy whipping cream, and I kind of eyeball this, guys. I added in a little at a time after I stir my grits up and see how it's looking because it's to your desired creaminess. So I recommend to just add a little bit in at a time. All right, so I'm adding in a little more. And as you guys can see, it's very creamy, so that's good enough for me. All right, so I'm adding in a little bit more margarine, about 1 tablespoon. I'm also adding in some sea salt to taste. And you want to just go ahead and mix it on in very well. Now I'm going to taste it to see where it's at. And it needs a little bit more salt, so I'm adding just a little bit more. But don't make your grits too salty, guys, because remember, you will also have your shrimp that will be seasoned, and you will be using some of the juice from the shrimp to pour over your grits. Okay, so I'm adding in a little bit more cream cheese, and I pretty much used the whole bar except for just a little bit. But that's why I always say add it in slowly, because as your grits cook, they thicken, and then you can see what else you need. So this is my final taste test, and bam, it's perfect. Now I'm just going to add a little more butter, about 1 tablespoon, because who doesn't like buttery, creamy grits? Now just kind of push it on down in there so the butter can melt on top. Now turn your stove down on low and let it simmer. All right, so on to the next. Now it's time for me to peel my shrimp. bear with me, y'all, because I just feel like it's taking me a little longer than usual to peel these shrimp, but my nails are also longer than I normally wear them, so it's a little struggle over here. Thank goodness this is my last shrimp, so now I'm going to go ahead and rinse them off and clean them. Okay, so now it's time for me to season my shrimp, and all the ingredients will be placed down below. Now I'm going easy on the cayenne pepper because I don't want it to be spicy, but I want just a little kick. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetables chopped up. I'm using half of the red pepper and the green pepper, but remember, that's according to the amount that I'm making. So if you guys want to use more or less, you can. But to be honest, the green pepper, the red pepper, all the vegetables actually, it just enhances the flavor and it gives it a very nice color. If you don't have any fresh garlic, you can also use the minced garlic, but I just love my fresh garlic, especially when I'm making seafood. So I just checked on my grits, y'all, and they look too good. They so buttery and creamy. Y'all, these grits so good you can eat them by themselves. But I'm going to go ahead and let them finish simmering on low while I finish up. Alright, so now I'm going to cook my bacon, and this is actually a pre-cooked bacon that I purchased from Costco's, and I love this bacon, y'all. It comes out perfect every time, especially when you want some quick bacon that's going to be ready in about 2 to 3 minutes. This is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my bacon over, and see what I mean, y'all? You just can't go wrong with this bacon. And the reason why I actually discovered this bacon is because it was for my sister's baby shower, and she was having a brunch baby shower, and we knew that we wanted to serve bacon, but then we was like, well, hold up, who the heck finna be over the stove cooking all that bacon? So we were in Costco's browsing one day, then we stumbled across this bacon. So we purchased it, we tried it, and bam, it was perfect. So I always try to make sure I keep me some of this bacon on hand, especially when I don't have my thick sliced Georgia bacon that my cousin brings down for us. Okay, so once I remove the bacon from the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of margarine and let that melt down into the bacon grease. So now I'm adding in my red peppers, green peppers, onions, and garlic to saute them. Make sure your stove is on a medium heat. You don't want to saute them too fast because you don't want them to burn. All right, so I'm adding in another tablespoon of margarine, and once it melts down, I will then add in my shrimp. Make sure your stove is on a high heat, and when you're placing your shrimp in the pan, try to place them in a single layer, that way they can cook evenly. So now I'm going to flip my shrimp over and cook them on the other side for about probably 2 minutes. These shrimp smell so good, y'all. I wish y'all could smell them. So now I'm adding my sauteed vegetables back into the pan. And my fresh parsley. Now I'm adding in a 1/2 cup of water. I like to add my water in little at a time, and that way if I need more, I just go ahead and add it in. So now you want to mix everything in very well, that way that water can get incorporated with the seasoning from the shrimp and your vegetables. Next, I'm adding in just a splash of heavy whipping cream. I add this in little by little as well because you don't want to add too much. You don't want it to turn into like an Alfredo sauce, just enough to give it a nice taste and to give your juice a nice consistency. Okay, so before I add any seasoning, I like to taste it to see where it's at. Y'all know me, I don't play, I have to taste my food. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of Old Bay, some sea salt, roasted garlic, and mix it in. And yes, I'm tasting it again. I have to make sure this is right, y'all, and it's perfect. So I'm adding in a little more water, which was 1/3 cup, and another splash of heavy whipping cream. All right, y'all, so it's all done. Now you just want to mix it in very well and let it simmer for about 5 minutes before serving. All right, y'all, it's time to serve. Look at those grits. So creamy. Now we're going to top it off with some shrimp and this juice. Oh my God, when I took that lid off, y'all, it smells so good. And put just a little juice. You don't want to put too much juice to turn it into a soup, but just enough. So now I'm going to garnish with my scallions, parsley flakes, and bacon. Now I'm adding just a little squeeze of fresh lemon and voila.
Okay, divas and gents, so y'all already know this is my favorite part of the video. Why? Because I am greedy and I'm ready to taste my food. All right, so let's see how it tastes. Man, if y'all don't try this recipe, y'all are missing out. This is the bomb. Hold on, I gotta say one more. This tastes amazing, y'all. Oh my goodness. Bomb. I'm telling you, y'all better go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Y'all are missing out. This is amazing. That little squeeze of lemon on top just makes it pop. This is good, y'all. So y'all, this recipe is definitely certified restaurant style. And I'm not gonna lie, I have tasted some shrimp and grits and this actually tastes better than a lot of them, okay? So I just wanna go ahead and thank everyone who has subscribed and showed your girl some love. I want to thank you. And a special thanks to my girl Nefateria, because she has been trying my recipes and she said her whole family like it, even the grandma. And you know, if the grandma like it, that means it's A1, because you know grandmas, they've been cooking for a long time, okay? So thank you, boo. Thanks for the support. And for those of you who have not subscribed, y'all better get on there and click that subscribe button. Subscribe. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Give me a thumbs up. And y'all already know the deal. I will be back and I will see you guys later. Bye.